appreciate everyone that's here supporting us in this situation. But anyway, I'm going to get started with this. I was homeless myself with my own 2 girls. You can Google me, you'll see our picture, homeless, and seeking help. Our story started in San Antonio, Texas. I'm trying not to talk too long because we don't have too much time. To make it brief, I did not get the help that we're doing out there now, helping the women. We went to our community and they turned us away. And yes, there is prejudice in Islam. And because I was African American, they did not help me. At that time, they called us American Muslims, so we don't follow Islam to come back home. So I was denied help from them. But, you know, I prayed and cried to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He directed me to go back to that community that did not help me. And I made a stand, and that's how I got help from them. They called an African American brother that was back there. His name was Brother Muhammad. And he came out, and I showed him I'm in my car with my kids, Nadia and Jacinto. Anyway, he came out and went back in, came out with $150. And he said, don't come back because they will not help you. But anyway, I saw on the internet there was a program with Salvation Army for women like me and children, a transitional program, so I went to them. I was fairly new in Islam, but very serious in it. When I got there, I saw in the application that they said that I would have to go to Bible study and things like that. So I questioned the director and I said, well, I can't do that, you know, because I believe that, you know, that will impose on me and what I'm doing and what I believe in. So she reassured me that I didn't have to do that. So we ate, and of course, you know, watching out for the pork and things. So I think we only had milk and fruit that night. And 6 o'clock, they announced it's time for Bible study. And of course, the ladies came and called me to come to Bible study. So I said, well, I thought we had that talk. And because of the person that I am, I know she's doing her job. So I said, well, I need to talk to your supervisor. So I think she did call her supervisor. I don't know because I never did talk to the supervisor, but she did. And she says, well, if you don't, then you have to leave. So I said, okay, I'm leaving. While I left, KSAT 12 News was there. They questioned me. I told them what happened, and I made national news at that time. And I didn't know I was in the news. My children and I were out there, we're going to the store, people were looking at us, well, that's them, but, you know, I was kind of militant at that time in my dean, so, you know, I was lashing at people, what you looking at, and you know, things like that. And it's the people that I was working for, and they were, I pray I can pronounce it, but they were schizophrenic. So they did not like going outside without me, but they were waiting for me outside because they saw me and my family in the news and offered their home for me to sleep there. At first I was going to do it, but then I changed my mind because of their disability. So I changed my mind. But anyway, they were there and greeting me and helped me. But at that time, people from all over the world were sending me rugs, money. One sister in the community saw me, her name is Sister Zakia. We're still friends today in San Antonio. She went to the very Muslim community that turned me down, went to them, opened a home. It invited me in her home. We stayed there for a month. She didn't know me, I didn't know her. Then she opened a shelter, but she went to the community and struggling. asking them, all she needed was $6,000, and they wouldn't give it to her. So she quit going to school and went out and got her GI Bill, and that's how the shelter started operating there. But I saw that she was struggling, so I knew how to talk to people and get things done, and I was doing that, going to different meetings, talking about my story and stuff, and I helped her collect money so she can do what she was trying to do. But she was getting tired, so I said, well, I gotta get married, you know? So I rushed into marriage for the wrong reason, which didn't last long, maybe for a year, and moved on. But little did I know that the struggle that I was going through is to do this, that I'm doing right now. And you know, these women, when I got married to a husband, I'm married now for 8 years. In here, this particular masjid had sisters in it, sleeping. And some of them was being kicked out, but the men could stay. Sisters were talking about the sisters that were homeless, but in a fun way, not in a caring way. Today, that particular sister that they were talking about, she passed away a few years ago. I didn't know about it until last year. The brother that was helping her saw me. I was passing out food and stuff, and told me that she passed away. You know, look at these young. And this is how I started doing this through her. I called my husband and I said, well, it's a sister, homeless. And she needs a shower, she needs somewhere to sleep and everything. And I did whisper in her ear, I said, don't worry, you won't be with me for a minute. He don't know it, but I'll work it. She stayed with me for a while, married an African brother, and then she moved on. After that, we lost track of one another. And other people were coming, other people was being homeless. We started opening a store, helping sisters that needed simple things that the masjid would make them fill out an application for. Medicine, diapers, little something that they can just go in their pocket and give to them. They put them through stress. So we opened a little store, and that little store was to help them to do those kind of things. If they needed it, we give it to them. If we felt that they were going to go left field, we would go with them and make sure they have the things that they need for their family and themselves. I had another sister in the community that heard that the things that we were doing. She was helping me help women to pay their rent. So she would come to me and trust me with her money, give me the money, and I go and make sure the rent was paid, give her the receipt and things like that. But more sisters was getting homeless, and the more sisters that was getting homeless, the more the masjid would kick them out, wouldn't let them stay and let them sleep, but the men would stay. So Allah put it in my heart to struggle. My husband almost divorced me because I was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the meetings, the community meetings. But I said, okay, go ahead, divorce me, I'm going anyway. You know, because I have to go, I can't sleep, I gotta go. He's still here. He's still married today. That day, the imam, he had a key from a brother that had a house. And he told the brothers, this key is for, we have a key for you, brothers. I said, no, this is my key. So I had to throw the book of Allah on him, well, word-wise. You are, you know, men are the women protector. You know, you're supposed to take care of it. I don't have to be your wife to take care of us. I'm a very shy person, but when I'm angry, I'm not. So that's how I got the first shelter. Yes, I went through a lot of struggle, a lot of fitna, still going through it. But I'm still standing. Why? Because believers like you are here supporting me. Yeah, just now, I'm here. I have a masjid that called me and told me there's a sister that's homeless. He didn't know that I was here. So I told her, do what you can do for her. When I'm finished, I'll make sure she has somewhere to be. I'm the type of person, maybe it's from where I'm from, I don't know. Okay, or the way I was raised. But I'll make my living room a room. Just a few weeks ago, Sister Tahira was with me. A husband and wife was homeless. I didn't have room for the husband. The family house that I had to put it into a house for women, because families does not get homeless a lot. Women, single women with children are getting homeless. So I didn't have space for him. So we took him to a particular masjid that we know we don't allow men to sleep there, but they denied him to stay because who are you, where you from, who you know, and things like that. This is your brother. He needs your help. Help him. So I took him in my own home. You'll see them on my video because I told him you need to tell the story because nobody's going to tell or believe me just talking. This is why I do videos. I do videos for you to see the reality of what's really going on out there. I'm very, 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 very angry at the masjids out there. They'll call me. They'll call Muslimat Anisa. They'll call Hajj Women's Center. This is the shelter that Sister Jeanette was talking about that helps the Pakistani communities, helping them, and this is why they don't come out there. But if we dare come to them and ask them, look, we got bills to pay for the shelter. We're getting ready to get cut off. They put us through the ringer too. They make us feel like we're crooks, like we're telling a lie. The stories that this sister heard when she was with me trying to help me to get this thing together for us to get sponsors and things, which I wondered, I already told her what they were going to say, you know, but, you know, I'm crazy. I'm under litigation. I take the money. I take the clothes. She herself, she was in the shelter. Sister Tahir, she was in the shelter, and she heard some awful things about me. When she met me, because I went to this masjid, and everybody, oh, Sister Nadia, I need this, Sister Nadia, I need that. Do you know this, do you know that? She turned around, she looked at me, and I saw that she was shocked. And then I gave her salam, because I saw she was looking at me. And she introduced herself, and she said, well, I heard a lot about you. I said, well, I hope it's good things. And then she said, no. And she told me what it was. I said, oh my God, they make me sound like I'm a demon. So I took her to my home. She knew one of the clients I had in there. We invited her over there. And she go, well, you do this, you do that. I said, well, what am I going to do with it? They gave it to me to give to the people. So why do I need to harbor it? For what? And that's how she became in my life and started helping me and doing the things that I need to do for the sake of Allah. It's not easy to help people. It's not easy to get help. It's a struggle. But I have an act to do that. Allah chose me to do that because even out of Islam, I was doing things like that. I just channeled it in Islam. But I do help everybody. Yes, my home was open originally for homeless Muslim women, families and their children. But how is it for me for a non-Muslim to go down in their book or on the phone book or website and they see what I say I do, and if they come to me and for me to tell them, oh, I can't help you because you're not Muslim, I can't do that. That's the same thing that they're doing to me. And I was a Muslim, and the Muslim was doing that to me, my children. Still today, it hurts me. So when these women come to me, I know the struggle because I've been there. Domestic violence, I've been there. All sorts of domestic violence. And right now, some of the people in the community are domestically violating me by the way they do things. They're not being believers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you hear something, your job is to come to me and hear the other side of the story. That's the same way I run my house. It's not easy. Women live together, they don't like each other sometimes. They come to me and whisper, say things, but I run my house Islamically. No backbiting. What you tell me, you're going to get the chance to tell it in front of her. And then we'll solve the problem. We're here to ask for your support. Mashallah, you came here and you helped us. But there's other organization out there that needs help as well. Help them too. I'm not asking for everything. I do truly work for myself. How do I say it? Am I saying it the wrong way? I want for you what I want for myself. Yes, the sister is right. I had an opportunity. I was in trouble. At that time I was living in Buenos. It was beautiful, the house, the area, everything. I had big plans to make things happen there. But the people that was backing me up, they kind of stepped back. So now the bills, the landlord wanted me to pay some weird type of amount of money I know I couldn't afford because I'm not getting that kind of money. So I panicked and got a cheaper place and moved them out of that house. I lived upstairs, they were downstairs. So I moved them out of that place knowing that my family was going to be homeless again. But I didn't say anything to anybody. Maybe some people had some idea of what was really going on. I put them in a beautiful home. People kept saying, even then, that I put there, why don't you move in there? I'll go somewhere else. I said, no, my job is to take care of you first. I know how to struggle. My family know how to do those things. You know, we'll be all right. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of us. And mashallah, he did. So, sometimes we have to take the risk to help somebody else to see the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I'm telling you, and Sister Tahira can tell you, my children can tell you, if you want to know about the miracle of Allah, I'll tell you some stuff, some stories, you know, because I don't have it. I don't have the money. I don't have the means. Okay, yes, I'm so broke, but I move around. I get houses. And you probably have the money to get it, but you can't get it. But I get it. The houses come to me, and I know they come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I have one masjid in the community. I'm not saying not all of them, because some of them do support me if I come to them. Masjid al-Haq, whenever I come to them, they help me. They don't have much, but they give me something. They'll give it to me. I go to Daltaqwa. Daltaqwa is who supports my emergency food drive. Oh, Brother Hayub, I need some food. I gotta pass food to people. They hungry. How much you need? Can you go shopping? Call me later. Or give me the receipt. You always give me the money back. Masjid Fatima was the masjid that came to me. Because I remember when I moved from Pulaski Street, I moved on Pennsylvania Avenue. Do you remember that? When I moved in Pennsylvania and Lawrence, I stayed there maybe a month. Imam Fatima and one of the landlord, the owner of that home in Glen Oaks came to me. I thought they were coming to deliver some meat or something. You know, I didn't know that they were going to tell me to come and get the house. So I said, well, they surprised me. I said, oh, alhamdulillah, that's great. They said, I want you to live in the property. You can live upstairs. I said, okay, that's even better. Then I'll be close by and won't have to travel because I'm always having car problems. So we moved in there maybe from July to June of this year. Well, July of 2012 to June of 2013. They were right there. But the landlord, the owner of the house, knew that the house was being foreclosed, knew that he had to pay taxes on the house, but did not tell the imam. So the imam said, sister, Allah will bless you, don't worry. But I have to take care of my masjid first. because we're in trouble too. He did come back. He kept his word. He came back in August of this year, and he started helping me with one of the shelters. But he told me he did not want to be dealing with the other brother. He didn't want to talk bad about him. That's his brother. You know, because when I was getting angry and talking, he would tell me, you don't want to do that. I said, okay, alhamdulillah. But he's there. He's helping me. He came back on board. So Masjid Fatima is helping me 100% with whatever I need for that one particular house. Well, I shouldn't say whatever I need. He pays the rent. And sometimes helps me with the bills. But I do have to take care of the women with their needs, other needs, diapers, toiletries, feminine hygiene things, you know, bus tickets. I have a couple of women, they drive cars and they have to go back and forth to work. They need bus fare. I have a client here, she's shy, she's hiding because she knows I'm going to put her in the spot. Okay. Okay, she tells me, I need gas, I don't know how to get back. But when things is over, can I get some gas? I need people to sponsor my clients like that. You go on my website, you got the chance to do that. How you can help, there's different ways you can help, and that's the different way you submit your pledge. I have one house. He's the best landlord I ever had. My other house was open because there was a client coming from Florida, domestic violence client. I got an award, mashallah, la-di-da. It was a big deal for me. I made a big deal about it. I put it on Facebook, I sent it there. Wow, I was happy. I got an award, you know, from the community. The brother and the sister saw me. Originally the house was going to be open for assisted living. They asked me if I wanted to expand. But I knew this lady was coming and I didn't have a place to put her because all I had was one house. So I said yes, but I still have to pay $700. I still have to pay the bills, gas and light. I still have to pay the city for me to you know, zone the house to do the things that I'm doing. So all that costs money. I still said yes and prayed to Allah, and I never, you know, I'm not a good servant. I never put myself there. I know I'm not a good servant. But he's always there for me and always there making sure that my troubles are taken care of. Not exactly how I want it, but it's taken care of. This landlord, I owed him. I still owe him. I remember at that time it was Ramadan. And I'm feeling bad, you know. He's not hassling me or nothing, but I'm feeling bad. Oh, I owe this man, I gotta pay him. You know? I contacted him and I said, look, it's Ramadan. Inshallah, somebody's gonna come through and help me and I'll be able to pay you. You know what he did? He said, sister, take 1 month off. So I went in the Quran, I find the ayat in there that talks about when you owe somebody and they do that kind of gesture to you. I said, that's what you just did to me. And I thank him for that. Still today, he's arranging a meeting with one of the masjid that always turned me down. As a matter of fact, he called me a couple of weeks ago and told me, oh, I arranged a meeting for you to meet with this particular masjid. And I told him, look, I've been going to this masjid every year. And every year they're telling me how to help with these other shelters. And that's not what I came there for. I came to ask you for a measly $150. I didn't come to ask you to tell me your business with the other shelters, you know? So I explained that to him. It's not going to work because I've tried it. He said, well, I'll handle it. So I told him I was busy with this. I don't have time for that right now. So after this, we're going to get together and meet with the masjid and see what they do. I don't want to put them out there either. I have to say the masjids are not helping, but the communities, the people of these surrounding areas, they are helping. They're the ones that's donating and making sure that I get things done. I get it piece by piece, but when it goes directly to the needs of the people that I'm taking care of. And I don't take care of just the people in the shelter. There's people that's not in the shelter that are Muslim, non-Muslim, that know of me, and they know the things that I do. And this is why I don't say no to anything. I'll take any donation you have. I tell people that I want furniture, I want whatever you got, you don't want, I want it. Why? Because I do know families that need it. And sometimes I say yes and don't even know where I'm going to put it. So I get on the phone. Do you know somebody needs a couch? Do you know somebody needs a table? Do you know, okay? Yes, I do. And then the people help me that I contact to make sure that the needs of people are met. I'm very careful of how I speak about the things that I do, and please forgive me. I'm just explaining to you what I do for the sake of Allah. I'm not arrogant, and I'm not proud. I didn't even want to come stand up here, but they say you must. Okay. You have women, they marry these Muslim men, call themselves Muslim. They only dress like a Muslim. They treat these women like nothing. They don't follow the Prophet. They throw them off in the street because they want to marry somebody else. And you sisters, and I'm talking in general, how could you marry a brother and you know he's kicking his wife out with a child or pregnant? You think he's not going to do that to you? That's not your sister. She does not want for you what she wants for herself. If she marries that man and you under that condition, and I've seen it happen many times in this community here, Baltimore, Maryland. The brothers, they need help too. They have to know their deen. They have to know how to be a brother to sisters, to their wives, their mothers. Same thing the brother was talking about. He talked it. I wish I had the guts like he had, and I do, but I get angry. So I tell people, get me angry and you'll see a whole lot happen. Okay? Keep me happy, I'm under low key. You know? But Sister Dr. Jeanette talked about the shelters to kind of network and get, I do those things. I network with them. They may not network with me, but I network with them. You know, my dream was to be the central person for food, the little ins and out that a family would need or a shelter would need. This is why I started this laundry detergent thing and things like that. Yes, I picked up the phone. I called the shelters. I have laundry detergent. I have soap. Do you want them for your client? Because I'm hearing they need it. They turn it down. So now I have to find another way to give it. I have my ways. I'm not going to tell you my secret. but they get it. But inshallah, I just ask everybody, you know, go to your community, talk to people. I ask everyone, do your own little fundraising. And it doesn't have to be funds. I just mentioned the things that we need. Our shelters takes care of itself. It's not run like an institution, it's a home. Everybody cooks for themselves. If a client comes in and don't have what they have, they need food, my clients do the Muslim thing, and they help that sister with what they need until the time, until they can help themselves. So we need food, canned foods, whatever. Just make a drive for the shelter. whether it's toiletries or towels. We always need towels. We always need washcloths and things like that. Because I don't take them and wash them again and use them. Okay? They keep it. That's theirs. Even their sheets, their blankets. So I'm always in need of those things for the new clients that comes in. I'm going to stop talking. I'll stay here for another hour. But I have to say, I have to let y'all know that how I got in touch with Johns Hopkins University in NSA, that was through Muslim Social Service Agency, which is Imam Hassan Amin. I've asked him to help me when he was traveling, and he talked with the sister, and that's how we got together. Muslim Social Service Agency helps all the shelters. When they get grants, they're thinking about us, and they help us with the best way they can. We're in partnership with them, sort of. We have to talk about how to do that now. We have ILIA, which is Islamic Leadership Institute of America. They help us also. They do classes, offer leadership skill classes to our clients. We have other women organizations that hears about us that's right now are doing classes with some of my clients and outside, people outside that's not our clients, which is the doula class. We do, how can I say, arts and craft, trying to teach the women something for them to hold, so if things get hard when they're on their own, oh well, I can sew, or I can make some jewelry and go out there and sell it so they can at least have the diapers they need, the little things that they need to make ends meet. And that's our goal. That's what we're trying to do. We're not a big organization. We're very small. We're very poor. We use the resources out there in order to help our clients. Dr. Jeanette Hablula comes to our house every Sunday when she can and do empowerment gathering with the women, and they love it, whether they're Muslim or not. As a matter of fact, the non-Muslims ask for her more than the Muslims. When she doesn't come, they're like, oh, gosh, you know, I really need to ask her some questions. Some of my clients that are not Muslim, some wait to get out of the home and be on their own, and then they become Muslim. So far I have 5 like that happen like that. And some take their shahada in the home. Dr. Jeanette had the opportunity to give shahada to one of our clients that took their shahada. And that's by her tagging along with me, picking up donations, and she's seeing stuff happening. She said, wow. I said, a lot. And we were going through one bag, and then a Quran was donated, and she was asking me a question. I said, here, read that. Read it. She read it for a few days, and she was ready. I don't impose my religion on anybody, but all the rules are based on Islamic etiquette. You know, no men, dress modestly, things like that. But I don't ask them to dress like me. I don't ask them to come and pray like we pray, none of that. But I do enforce spirituality, because I know if you have a connection with your Lord, things will get better for you. So I do tell them, go to church. You don't have to come to them, but go to church. Take your children to church, because they need that. I was raised with that as a Christian. So I know it's important to have that in your life. And had I not had that in my life then, I don't think I would be even having the heart to do the things that I do for the sake of Allah. So I'm going to end with that. And thank you. And please forgive me for getting emotional. But, Assalamu alaikum.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
She's always kissing me. I forgot. I'm sorry. I was supposed supposed to make a report. We collected $1,665 in cash, $2,290 in checks, and $310 in pledges. Thank you so much. Oh, in the machine. Exactly like that.
Assalamu alaikum. The Sheikh would like to make dua.
Just a moment. First of all, we ask Allah to bless all of you. You're coming and you're going. And please share with your family members and your friends and colleagues what you experienced here this evening. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for the sister to carry this load. Allah never puts a burden on somebody that they can't handle. Sometimes we think they can't handle it. But if Allah gave that responsibility to you, sister, you can handle it. He's going to give you material and human resources, little by little, and reach your goal, inshallah. And our du'as are with you, sister, and your staff, and all your clients, inshallah. We say, رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ رَبَّنَا آتِنَا مِن لَّدُنكَ رَحْمَةً وَهَيِّئْ لَنَا مِنْ أَمْرِنَا رَشَدًا رَبَّنَا إِنَّنَا آمَنَا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وقنا عذاب النار ربنا آمنا فاغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين ربنا أفرج علينا الصبر وتوفنا مسلمين ربنا أفرج علينا الصبر وثابت أقدامنا وانصرنا للقوم الكافرين ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين يا الله غفور رحيم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we ask you to bless the sister and bless her colleagues and bless and protect those sisters who are clients and their children. Allah bless those people who came and whatever they gave. Allah please accept this from them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who are not able to give, Allah please bless the niyyah which they had. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of these sisters and brothers who came out tonight. Bless their coming and bless their going and bless their households. Allah bless the masjids and the leadership, and even if they are not able to understand and empathize, Allah, you please bless them and stabilize them, inshallah, and make them a resource for the sister and those sisters, inshallah, in the future. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.